Growing up with no romantic attention and having a crush felt like you were committing a crime, even if it was something that only you knew in your heart, let alone if you chose to share that. I was cliche as they come. It was my brother's best friend who I'd had a crush on for years, since I was 15 years old. What's sad is that I think about it now, and I think one of the only reasons why I liked him is that he was kind to me. I had grown up bullied because of my weight, because of many things, but he was kind to me. He saw me, he was nice, he didn't just ignore me, and it took the bare minimum for me to have this crush on him. Well, I harbored this unrequited love for years and never felt like I could say anything because, of course, why would he want me? There's no way that he couldn't. If I did and got rejected, it would destroy me. So I go on crushing on him and feeling shame about it because I felt myself as so undesirable that it was almost like I was doing something wrong to him by having a crush, because that would harm him and his reputation or something. It's very odd. Now, he wasn't the only crush that I had. I had many of them, and I felt that same sense of shame with all of them. And it was something that would eat me up inside, even though I didn't tell anybody. So fast forward about 5 years, I'm 25 years old, I'm about to go on a Mormon LDS mission. And when you do that, you give a talk at church, and a lot of people in your life come and support you. Well, he came to that talk. So did a bunch of other friends. And I felt so grateful that he would show up to support me in that way. And then I go on my mission, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, he came. And 6 months into my mission, I get a wedding announcement in the mail. He and another friend of ours that had reconnected at my mission, speech, talk, whatever, were getting married. And I was devastated. I think if they had met anywhere else, I wouldn't have been so devastated. But the idea that they met at this mission farewell of mine, made me feel so inadequate and made me feel so sad, even though nothing had ever happened and I had never ever even expressed to him that I liked him in that way. It always felt like everybody knew the secret code that I wasn't aware of, that they had had this whole big meeting of how do you get romantic relationships, and this is the thing that you do, and somehow I was sick that day and didn't show up to it, and so I didn't have that experience. It looks so easy for everybody else, and the more that I tried, the harder it was for me to find it, and the less I felt like I deserved it, and the less I felt like I was something of value. But I do have value, and so do you if you've gone through those things, and that's why I'll continue to talk about and share my experiences, because tell me if I'm wrong. You relate to my story, do you not? If you've never had romantic attention? Sending love to y'all.